Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Let's start with today's stories. Am I the idiot for telling my daughter I won't be paying for her college unless she attempts a relationship with my family? I, 38, male, have a 19-year-old daughter, Ariel, with my ex-wife Lauren, 39, female. We had Ariel too young, and it was a huge struggle. We moved into Lauren's family. I was working multiple jobs. Me and Lauren were best friends through all this. But things ended when Ariel was 2. Lauren's friend Tori, 38, female, told me that Lauren had been messaging guys and when they went out she would give out her number. I checked Lauren's phone and found it. I asked for a divorce. Lauren was pissed and wanted to reconcile. I didn't and got split custody. Lauren made my life hell. Lauren badmouthed me, would miss pickup times and make decisions without talking to me. Her dad offered money to relinquish custody. I told him off. Ariel is now 19 and just started college. The deal was me and her mom would split it. I remarried Tori when Ariel was 6. Tori was a rock during the divorce, but we didn't date till 2 years later. Lauren used this to warp Ariel against Tori and our son, 13, male. She excludes them. Whenever she spends the night, she will just talk to me or go to her room if my family is around. Our son walks to the basement if she comes over. It hurts me a lot. I've spent thousands on therapy before people bring that up. It still is being utilized. But at this point Ariel is being nasty for the sake of it. Her mom has convinced her I cheated with her friend and had a baby. Which is funny because, as I've pointed out, the timelines don't even match up. I've done everything at this point, including family time, one-on-one and therapy. Ariel is plain rude to them and they are done trying. Ariel graduated from high school in May and hosted a party. I was invited, but my family wasn't. I told Ariel I found that disrespectful. So I'd send a card but wouldn't be going. She didn't care and we haven't spoken since. I got a call from Lauren saying she paid the first semester and was wondering when I'd be paying. I said I was no longer paying, as I'm not pulling money out of my household when Ariel is disrespectful to 2/3 of it. My ex went off, saying we had an agreement. I reminded her of when her dad tried to buy my custody and said, "You have what you've always wanted. Full control and custody. You won. So figure it out." Then texted her that I've been putting up with this long enough. She got her 18 years of child support from me. So until she planned on setting the record straight that I was done with both of them, and blocked her. I called Ariel and told her the same. Gave the reasons I'm not paying and told her she needed to look into loans. But I would pay for college if she at least tried to form a bond with my family, because she created this situation with her attitude. So if she wants my help, she needs to attempt it. She started crying. But I didn't fall for it. Told her what my expectations were and to let me know what her plan is so I can move the money around. My wife is on my side here, saying we've been the bad guys for long enough. But I'm getting shit from others. Am I the idiot? Okay, I understand that your ex-wife and daughter are being the idiots here, no one can deny that. And the way your daughter has treated your wife and son is not fair. I would even understand if there was a strangeness with her stepmother, but with her brother, she shouldn't be acting like that with him. And I also get that a large part of her attitude, this anger she has towards them, is because of the parental alienation that she has been suffering all these years from her mother. Oh, and congrats on getting your daughter in therapy, doing family and individual therapy, seriously trying to work things out. And in the end, it's your money, you can give it to her if you want, you don't have any contractual obligation saying you have to pay for her college. It was a verbal agreement that you had, but you have no obligation. But, and this is a big but, the timing that you give this ultimatum, that is the problem. By the moment of choice, this looks more like a revenge than you wanting things to be good in your family. Because you could have played this card at any time in her life, any time she was disrespectful or rude to your family, but you didn't. For some reason you wait until now. You know that she expected you to pay half of her tuition. I believe it wasn't a secret, and as far as we know, this money was not conditional on the way she behaved. If it was, would it make her have a genuine relationship with her stepmother and brother? Maybe, maybe not. But at least she could have treated them better. The truth, if she accepts your ultimatum from now on, you'll never know whether their relationship is going to be real or not. But maybe that's enough to you. The important thing is that she, at least, acts respectfully towards them. I respect that. But your relationship with her will change, that is for sure. With your ultimatum, you ended up showing that your relationship with her is linked to her relationship with them. Please do not take this as me approving of the way she treats your family, because I'm not. But unfortunately, this will change your relationship, and I don't know if it will be for the way you expect. So no OP, you're not an idiot for not wanting to give money to someone that treats your family badly, but at the same time I think you're the idiot, for the timing of which you decided to do this. Unfortunately, it may have cost you your relationship with your daughter, but maybe it's for the best. Oh, and regarding your current marriage, you may have done everything right, but to outsiders, it's a little suspicious that you ended up marrying the woman who said your wife had cheated on you. I understand that when we go through difficult situations, we receive support from people we don't expect, but still, it's weird. Well, whatever your decision is, whether you are going to keep it or not. Good luck, OP. And what do you guys think of all this? What would you do if you were OP? Now let's read the comments. Not the idiot. Everyone who is saying OP is the a-hole or everyone sucks here needs to get off their high horse and put themselves in his shoes. His daughter treats him like an ATM all the while disrespecting him. What's worse is she wants him to pay for college, with money that will come from both him and his new wife who she treats like shit. Like it or not, they are family, and if she refuses to be a part of that family, she has no right to additional support from it. She can't have it both ways. He paid child support. He made sure she was taken care of growing up. She is now an adult and has to deal with the consequences of her actions. For everyone who said anything other than not the idiot, you all know you would do the same thing in OP's shoes. Effing people like to be morally outraged hypocrites these days, and that shit needs to stop. Edit. Thanks for the awards and comments. Didn't expect this to go so big. Also, I added the not the idiot first as recommended. And to everyone saying he pulled the rug out from under her, seriously people? Maybe he made a promise to help her, but that doesn't allow her to act like an a-hole. If you're an asshole to people in the real world, they wouldn't help you no matter what you promised. Why is it different for her father? This is her mother's doing, and if her grandfather wanted to buy out his custody of her, then her conniving mother can get him to pay for college. You are the idiot, because you waited until Ariel was paying for school to spring this on her. If her having a relationship with your family was a stipulation for college funds, that should have been made clear at some point before college was about to start. I'm also a little sick of the her mom poisoned her mind narrative. For her to believe her mother, then you had to have not shown up a lot, and been a less than hands-on dad, because let's be fair, from the start of this post you made clear she was a mistake and a struggle. I would say everyone sucks here, but considering the fact that your daughter is the same age you were when you had her, and you start the post by talking about mistakes you made when you were her age, that you would understand that youth is not equal to perspective, and maybe not take your frustration with the situation out on her by damaging her future prospects. You are the idiot. You know what's never going to fix your family dynamic? Financial blackmail. Sometimes blended families just don't work out the way the parents want, your daughter isn't obligated to like or love your wife or your son. That doesn't mean you should respond by punishing her for it. You are the idiot, the way you are wording it. You are trying to force her to get along with your family. Do you even love your child? I mean, for sure, if you didn't, you can just cut them off, but what do you mean by you didn't fall for it when she started crying? Of course she would. Don't drag your daughter in whatever hate you seem to have for your ex. Honestly, I think you should send this post to your daughter. Does she even know what her mother did? She cheated on you. And then she turned your daughter against you. You should give her one last chance and tell her that all of this is the truth. That her mother is the one that turned her against you, and see what she does. Oh, are you enjoying the videos so far? I hope you are. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for yelling at my husband's mother for announcing my pregnancy using my husband's Facebook account? I, female, 23, found out that I was pregnant very recently. It was not planned, and my husband and I are trying to make a decision regarding going through with the pregnancy. Here's the thing, I told him to not tell anyone, but he ended up telling his mom, but made her swear that she won't tell. He didn't tell her we aren't sure about it, but just to stay quiet. Well, she begged and begged that she announce it on her Facebook under the guise of using our permission, but I said absolutely not. And lied and said my husband and I wanted to announce it ourselves later, if we decide to go through with it. Just a day ago, I found out she logged into my husband's Facebook account and dropped the bomb, made the announcement. And yes, she pretended to be my husband, behind our back. I was floored. I called her and she said she figured if she made the announcement using one of our social media accounts, then we wouldn't mind and it'd still look like we made the announcement. But like I stated earlier, we're still trying to make a decision. I lost my temper and yelled at her, which made her cry. I said she overstepped and messed up completely, then hung up. My husband came into the room yelling about my poor treatment and abuse towards his mom. I told him his mom violated our privacy and put us under more pressure to finally make a decision for the baby, since the family is now calling to say congratulations. He said that it was his Facebook, so none of my privacy was violated. And that I shouldn't have yelled and hurt her feelings and made her cry no matter what, period. He demanded I apologize and we'll talk about the pregnancy later, but I didn't give an answer and refused when he tried to force me to go to her house and grovel with apologies. Am I the idiot? Oh my God. I don't even know where to start. Well, I think it's better to say no, you're not the idiot OP, for getting angry and telling your mother-in-law the truth. Of course we can all always try to control our temper, as much as we can, so things don't get out of hand, in general. But what your mother-in-law did was the biggest betrayal I can think of at a moment like this. I am very sorry that you are going through a pregnancy that could be considered unwanted. You still don't know if you're going to keep it or not, you haven't explained why, if it's for financial reasons, if you're not ready to be a mother, if it's a health problem, but it's really none of our business. It's your choice and your husband's. I don't know what kind of relationship your husband and your mother-in-law have. If they are those people who tell each other everything, so I don't understand why your husband told his mother about this. Honestly, I think maybe deep down, he wants to have the baby, and I think that's the way he ended up finding to make up your mind in favor of it. I understand also being protective of his mom, but after what she did? Taking her side? Not being mad at her? This is weird. So weird that it makes me wonder, if he wasn't with her in this, if he himself didn't give her his login and password to post the news? And even more, after saying that she didn't violate your privacy when she announced to everyone about your pregnancy. Oh, give me a break. After this one, I would put him to sleep on the couch indefinitely. I'm speechless that your husband didn't side with you OP, and still wants you to apologize to his mom, when she should be the one who should be apologizing. I really think he knew she was going to do it and he just doesn't want to admit it to you. The two of them betrayed you, they were in this together. And unfortunately, you are pregnant with this man's child, so in addition to the decision about that, you also have to think about the future of your marriage, because you are not respected at all by this man and his family, so you need to seriously think about it. I hope you make the decision that's best for you, and normally I would also say, the best decision for your marriage, but I don't know if this is a marriage worth saving. This is the kind of thing that defines the rest of a relationship, so I hope you do what's best for you, and good luck IOP. That's all I can say. And what do you guys think? What would you do if you were OP? What suggestions would you give to her? Don't forget to comment below. Now let's read the comments. Not the idiot. Quite frankly, you need to truly consider if you want to have a child with this man, because this behavior, his, and his mother's, is only a wind-up. It will get worse. First, husband disregards her wishes not to tell his mommy, does it anyway. Second, MIL does this extreme and blatant crossing of boundaries and disrespect. Third, husband blames and yells at OP and not at his mommy where the fault obviously lies. So many red flags one after the other, it's not hard to see the picture. How dare you be upset at my mom for posing as me without my permission and doing something I asked her not to do while pretending to be me? Real winner you got there. It's probably that he definitely wants the pregnancy to proceed and OP isn't sure and he's using his mother to help force the decision. Very adult and ready to be a parent behavior of him. No wonder OP is finding the decision difficult. Not the idiot. Think hard about whether you want to be tied to this family for the next 18 years. Is your husband going to yell at you and side with his mom every time you disagree about your kid? Termination and saying you miscarried is one option. Sounds like your husband's family is trying to force your hand. This marriage sounds over already, to be honest. Normally I wouldn't agree with lying about a miscarriage given how traumatic it is. But in this case, the mother-in-law absolutely deserves it. Because what if OP had miscarried? It's a lot more common than people think, especially this early, and a lot of people choose not to announce it precisely for this reason. Of course, there's way more issues than just that. Holy shit, husband and mother-in-law sound like walking red flags. Not the idiot, this moment should tell you everything about the support you will get from both your husband and mother-in-law in both stressful and private situations. Her behavior and his support won't get better with the addition of an infant. Use this information to guide your decisions on the future. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.